Siamo qui con il maestro, possiamo dire ormai, Jan Scholten. È un grande piacere averlo con noi. Allora, 100 anni di omeopatia della Liga, 100 years of homeopathy of Liga, and your role in this story. We know it is a great role, but tell you what we are thinking about what's going on in homeopathy in this period, in this moment.
I think that homeopathy has evolved enormously the last 40 years, or especially the last 30 years. And I think I've contributed to that, especially with thinking in classifications, which was done, by Farrington and also a bit by Hahnemann and also a bit by Vitruvius, but not systematically. And yeah, I have that tendency to do that very systematically, and that's how I started looking at the differences and the similarities in the periodic table, and that's how my element theory was evolved.
Yes. And so now you are a person that is a little bit outside all the movement of homeopathy, but you are inside homeopathy. Tell us the future. What do you think for you, and what do you think
I don't know
for
what the
homeopathy?
future will be. Politically, we are in big danger.
Mhm.
And I think it's coming from the pharmaceutical companies. They want to have us away because we are a big threat, because we are too good.
Yeah.
I think it's a good compliment that they fight us.
Mhm.
When we wouldn't have any power, they wouldn't fight us. We would have disappeared. But that's already because you can see that homeopathy is very strong,
Mhm.
because we have survived already 200 years.
Yeah.
And it's basically because people are still searching for cures, and they sometimes they get help in the normal system, but real cure is very seldom in the normal regular medicine. And also with homeopathy, we don't have it all the time, but we have them, and we have them more and more. When I compare with when I was started as a homeopath, what I could cure was mostly simple things, and I think that often it was palliation and not real cure.
Mhm.
But gradually, when you become more known, you get more and more complicated cases, and cases that others send to you because they cannot help them. But was not, of course, difficult for me, but also an advantage, because then you have to find something.
Yeah.
And that's how I evolved. All my developments come from cases that I couldn't cure the normal way. Like what I told in the story, a woman I gave calcium carbonicum, it didn't work,
Mhm.
but then calcium muriaticum helped her. So then I understood what calcium muriaticum is. And so it grows and grows. And I think that that's happening for a lot of homeopaths, because, I spoke to a lot of homeopaths telling, how great lanthanides are,
Yeah.
and thanking me for discovering them.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, saying they are mine, but they're not mine.
No, I agree. This is very important because this means that homeopathy has an heuristic.
Yeah.
And this is, I think, the most important part of homeopathy. Everybody thinks that homeopathy remains in one place. No, actually, you can discover a lot of things
Yeah.
because many roads are open.
Yeah. And I think half a year ago, another homeopath, Franz Svoboda, pointed me to paragraph 51 of the organon. And there Hahnemann says something like, we need thousands of remedies.
Yeah.
Which a lot of also classical homeopaths never followed that rule.
Yes.
And for me, that always has been strange that, for instance, why is lycopodium a polycrest and another fern not?
Because of proving and because of time.
Yeah, yes, but it's not. It's a historical thing, but
Yeah.
not an inherent thing. And when you think of all kinds of plants, whatever plant or animal, when you take it, you will get symptoms. You will get a proving when you
Yes.
do it well.
Yes, in fact.
So that means everything is a remedy.
Yeah.
So, and every different plant will have a different picture. So that's why I started also looking into that direction.
And what's the future? What is your future research direction? What will you do after classification? What think that is important, that you believe that is important for you?
I think
What is needed in homeopathy more now?
we also have to work further in the animal kingdom, and also in the plant kingdom. There's still a lot of things unclear, not precise, fields that we don't know very well. We know a bit of the mosses, but not enough. Also, the ferns is new; it has to be confirmed more. The algae, totally missing.
Yeah. It's interesting. Algae are very,
and I think they're very important for dementia. There are indications for that, and not only the indications from provings, but also from the state of being.
Yes,
but it's speculation, so we have to discover it.
Okay, Doctor, it was a real pleasure. I don't want to take you much more time, but I hope that one time I will call you and I interview you with much more questions, because now for us it's very important to reflect about what you say.
Yeah, but it's also, also what Jonathan Hardy said, I couldn't imagine working without the element theory anymore. For me, it's the same.
Yeah.
But lanthanides are so normal for me that, like in this case, I prescribe at the first consultation and I'm feeling good with it. And it works perfectly. So that's how far it is evolved. And that's great. It's great to have them.
Yeah.
I remember that before the lanthanides, I had very much difficulties with autoimmune diseases.
Yes.
And since the lanthanides, Crohn's disease, it's easy.
Great.
Yeah.
Crohn's disease are easy.
Or else the colitis. These are so 50% goes very well without real problems. That's fantastic. Whereas in the past it was impossible, or not impossible, but very seldom.
Thank you very much, Jan. It was really a pleasure to meet you and to know you for the first time.
It's my pleasure to share knowledge,
and we are happy to take it.
And because that helps patients.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Okay.